This is the Dan Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Against the Spread is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Roy, what do we got?
Kings at Avalanche tonight. The Avalanche are 1.5 goal favorites. Take them against the spread.
Tony.
A lot to choose from tonight in the association. We've got a lot of big lines. Sixers and Celtics is double digits. Portland Trailblazers and San Antonio Spurs is double digits. But I'm going to go to the smallest line of the night. I'm going to go with the Lakers plus 4.5 at home. I don't know if they win, but I think they keep it close. Rockets can't shoot worth a lick. Can grab every offensive rebound available, but they cannot shoot. So I'm going to take the Lakers plus 4.5.
So Lakers are going to be dogs every game in this series.
Yeah.
All right.
But yet they'll probably win one.
You're already wrong.
I don't know, man.
They won a game.
Game.
I mean, you didn't expect Durant not to play.
What are you saying I don't know, man, for when you apologized for this yesterday? You said they weren't going to win a game, and they won the first game.
I didn't apologize.
Durant not playing. You said this before you knew their opponent.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not true.
Yes, it is. You said it
is.
yesterday.
Yes, it is.
How would I know? How would I know they're not going to win a game if I don't know who they're playing against?
You proclaimed this.
What if they were playing against Portland?
You
What if
proclaimed it.
What if they're playing Golden State?
You proclaimed this
They
weeks
would have
ago.
never done that.
It was a decree.
Not only that, we knew number 1, number 2 seeds were locked.
No, I don't know
We
how
know the Lakers
standings
could only
shake out.
finish best as 3. You knew that.
You got to wait 82 games. You got to
Big
see how the
sign
standings shake
of
out.
emotional maturity is being able to admit when you had it wrong. You're an emotional baby.
You didn't apologize for this yesterday?
Why would I apologize?
Because you got it wrong, and I thought you were embarrassed, and I went home. Look, late at night, I was questioning everything about things because I allowed you to make a time travel movie, a sci-fi movie. Put it on the poll, by the way. I don't think I've answered this question. Is a time travel movie a sci-fi movie?
Are you apologizing for saying Boricua?
I mean, of course.
You do need to apologize for that.
Of course it's a time.
So the time travel genre
sci-fi.
cannot be its own genre.
It's a subgenre. Do you folks not know subgenres? These are classified in the traditional action, comedy, drama, romance,
Shark movie.
Sci-fi. No.
Shark.
It's not on the genre pyramid. Then when you get one of the blocks of sci-fi or horror, then you start peeling back the layers and you're like, all right, here's a shark. You know the
Is it
slasher
demonic
film?
possession?
Do you know
Is
a
it
slasher?
slasher?
You know Halloween?
How about Hitchhiker?
Halloween?
You know
That's
about
a
Halloween?
That's a slasher
How about
movie.
Scream?
But it's also a horror movie. Larger genre.
You mentioned the Lakers.
Per Andrew Marchand of The Athletic, Mike Tomlin is headed to NBC and Football Night in America.
Oh, let me find this here. I'm sorry.
Splash.
I was a little slow there. Maybe he'll explain to us the first time there why he left.
You're like
the
a dog
Steelers.
with a bone on this one.
I'm just curious. It really is just unending curiosity. I'd like to hear from somebody who's entertaining and has been a pillar in that sport for a long time. I'm not used to mysteries being involved with how it is that somebody who's never had a losing season leaves quietly and doesn't say anything to anybody.
Don't blink. We blinked first.
That's an upgrade over Dungy, right?
Yes. You mentioned blinking and don't blink first. Why did I see when I walked in today a leaf blower being blown in the face of people with terrible facial hair? And I will get to the basketball from last night in a second because that was a lot of fun. What happened to the New York Knicks last night, what the Atlanta Hawks did last night. But I don't want to get there until I show this competition. And Chris, you're going to have to explain to me what this is.
Chris doesn't know anything. I know, Dan.
Oh, I mean, I saw it too, but go ahead.
This is part and parcel with the basketball from last night. The Cleveland Cavaliers in the middle of the quarter breaks, they'll do little games, and this one was don't blink. The don't blink contest. So what they do is they take a leaf blower and have you open your eyes, and then they spray you with air for as much as possible, and then you have the timer in the bottom corner, and it's like, all right, it's like riding a bull. How long can I stay on this bull? How long can I get a leaf blower blown into my face?
The thing that's interesting about it is the air is blowing so hard that the eyelids are moving.
Yeah,
so
that guy looked like he blinked 10 times.
It's tough to tell when the actual blink happens and what's just your eyelids being pushed back. See, like right here.
He's blinking.
Like that's a bunch. It looks like a bunch of
He's
blinks.
blinking a lot.
So if you don't watch the show on YouTube and you just watch this on audio, one of the great delights of this video is that both of the people who are having leaf blower blown in their face look like something out of Antiques Roadshow. Like, I can't explain to you. They're from the 70s. They've got a pilgrim quality to them. They're unusual looking people with a lot of facial hair.
Big off forehead.
Which I think they were purposely selected because they have hair. Like Nick Wright here gets his mouth blown open.
Oh, come on.
Gets his the leaf blower. You know, you guys have heard me say this before. With all the technological advancements happening all around the globe, how is it possible that we have not figured out how to make a quiet leaf blower yet? How is it that the leaf blower is the most inefficient of all the utensils that you use to fix anything? How can we not get a quiet one? It sounds like, I don't know how my cruise ship goes past me quietly, motored by something, but a leaf blower is something that wakes everybody up in the morning.
Well, I'm not surprised that you're not totally up to date on leaf blower technology, but there are battery-powered ones that have a pleasant hum.
Also, you're far away from that cruise ship. Pretty loud up close.
Yeah.
You're also probably listening to the industrial guy that has the backpack of the leaf blower.
Well, put it on the poll at LeBatard Show. What's louder, cruise ship or a leaf blower?
I think the leaf blower.
You say I'm far away from it. I feel like I'm far away from the leaf blower because I don't live on the ground. And it wakes me up every morning.
Those are the gas-powered ones. They have quiet ones for your home. They do. You never secure the perimeter.
I understand that there are some leaf blowers that are quiet. Why are they never the one outside of my house?
Because those are industrial types.
Exactly. Those are commercial style.
When you have your team of 40 doing your landscaping, they need the gas-powered ones to get through that job quickly.
Exactly.
Those people are both blinking.
Every time you walk home, I imagine there's someone with shears carving an animal into some kind of foliage.
Nudie Magazine Day!
The thing that I had last night, Zaslow, that doesn't happen to me very often, okay? I don't think, never mind sports, I don't think there's anything in the world that does this to me. I think this is my number one, I'm a hater. There's nothing else to be said. I'm just being a hater here. The way the Knicks lost last night, which hasn't happened since Reggie Miller did it to them in the playoffs. That kind of game where they're leading in the fourth quarter and then everything falls apart. They're missing their free throws. They've got a bunch of turnovers. Now everyone's questioning how it is Mike Brown is using Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. And there is just so much noise around the first round of C.J. McCollum took you out. C.J. McCollum is playing the Trae Young role of being the villain in Madison Square Garden when he's one of the sweetest guys in the league, and just a great trade for that team in general because they don't have any playoff experience. Not that he has that much, but he's a steady hand, and he dusted the Knicks in that game, even though he missed a couple of free throws that could have cost them the game. So the thing that I wanted to ask you guys is, what is your number one I'm a hater thing? I'm just a hater, because I don't think I even have a second one in enjoying the shutting up of that fan base. Now, this is something that comes from the roots of South Florida, where I'm just used to, it's not even the Heat-Knicks rivalry from a million years ago. I'm just so used to New Yorkers living in our city while telling us that New York is better while living in our city, that those loud people, I enjoy suffering that particular loss. Where, have you seen some of these numbers? They are now 53-1 when leading by 10 entering the fourth quarter.
Of a playoff game, I think, in their history, right?
Yeah, of a playoff game, and the only one there is the Reggie Miller game.
Yeah, that's right.
Like that's the only one. I'm sorry. So now they're 53-2. When they lead by double figures going into the fourth quarter, they win that game at home. And now this is something that's different about the Knicks now. This has changed about the Knicks. They're the ones with the playoff experience. That team has averaged 50 wins a season the last 4 seasons. That team gets out of the first round now. The noise around the Knicks right now. Do you have something that you hate that you would put at the top of your hater list? Because I really do believe this is the only thing on my hater list, inside or outside of sports.
Everything Boston for me. Boston's number one. I mean, when I was a kid, because the Knicks, obviously, 98, 99, 2000, gave me a lot of pain, and I hated the Knicks so much. But now it's anything Boston. I hate everything Celtics. I hate everything Bruins. I hate Patriots, the Red Sox, anything Boston. I'm rooting for them to be miserable. I love when something goes wrong. And when something goes wrong with those teams, especially the Celtics, I exacerbate it.
What's happening here where I believe you guys would say the same thing? It doesn't happen to me with Boston, and their fan base can be obnoxious too. And very often what happens to Miami is that people find their fan base obnoxious. So this is the thing that happens. But in my case, it's because of all of the New Yorkers in Miami. There aren't a bunch of Bostonians in Miami.
Yeah, but Boston radio actually went after your dad. Yeah. So you should have something personal at stake there.
Yeah, it's personal when it comes to Boston. I put together a top 5.
Oh.
Here we go. OLI. Notre Dame.
Yeah, I'm with that one.
Really enjoyed this past few months. That was fun. OLI, Tottenham Hotspur. They're always bad, so it's less fun, but they might get relegated, so that's great. And then the Boston Bruins round out our OLI.
It's nice, though, because we absolutely own them.
That's right. Yep. Number 5, and there is an epic bottle job coming. Oh, if Arsenal blows this. Manna from heaven. Number 5 is Arsenal. Number 4, I told you, in the name of equality, Angel Reese. Don't look at me like that. Equality means we get to hate people unreasonably. Number 3, Florida State. Number 2, Florida Gators. Number 1, the Boston Celtics.
The Boston Celtics.
Sucks.
Folks, listen up. Quick break in the action. Are you counting down the days until payday? Instacash from Moneyline can help you access up to $500 of your hard-earned pay early. There's no interest, no credit check, and no monthly fees. So you can manage those in-between expenses with less stress. Download the Moneyline app and link your qualifying bank account to see what you qualify for. Moneyline. Make money easy. Instacash is subject to terms and eligibility requirements. Expedited delivery requires a turbo fee. See moneyline.com.
Sometimes I feel like we're all really good at handling everything around us and just ignoring what's going on in our own head. Like your phone breaks, you fix it immediately. Your car makes a weird noise. You're like, all right, let's figure this one out. But then your brain's off. Stress, burnout, not sleeping right. We just kind of go, yeah, I'll deal with it later. And later just keeps moving and moving and moving. And that's why therapy matters. Not because something's wrong, because it gives you a way to sort things out before it all stacks up. The problem is that actually getting started has always felt like a process. Finding someone, figuring out insurance, waiting weeks just to talk to somebody, and that's usually where people tap out. And that's where Rula comes in. Rula is a healthcare provider group that makes therapy easier to actually access. They connect you with licensed therapists who take your insurance, and sessions can be as low as $15. You answer a few questions, find someone who fits what you need, and you could be talking to someone as soon as the next day. Thousands of guys have already used Rula to finally get the care that they need. Don't keep putting it off. Go to Rula.com/Dan and get started today. That's Rula, RULA.com/Dan. Take the first step, get connected, and take control of your mental health.
Love the night? Reach for Zen After Dark, a limited cocktail-inspired series for those who get up when the sun goes down. Try Zen's Mojito, spiced cider, and espresso martini nicotine pouches. Find them at select retailers. Available while supplies last. Zen After Dark. Bring on the night. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Don Batard.
Where the motherfucking Ruiz at? Bring his ass on here.
Where's the motherfucker Ruiz is a great question.
Stugotz.
Running, huh? He running today, huh? I'm ready.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I would nominate when you show up at a restaurant and you park at the same time as someone, and you're like walking in, but you want to try to speed up and walk faster than them so you can put your name in.
Yeah.
I get a disdain. If I see someone pulling into a restaurant at the same time as me, I become a monster. And I'm like, I got to get out. Drop me off at the thing. Like, I'm always eyeing cars entering a parking lot.
I don't think that's hating.
No, but it is, though. I'm telling you, it's so weird. I'll, like, if I'm pulling in.
But he hates them,
It's before we even get out of the car. I'll tell my wife, don't go park, pull up to the front so I can beat that person. I just get this thing of like, if I see you entering the parking lot at the same time as me, I have to beat you inside.
That feeling, that right there, that's me when I watch Angel Reese.
That's not hating. That's hunger.
No, that is just, hey, I'm going to get my name on this list first.
He hates someone sitting before him.
No, but that you guys, I think the reason that
Sometimes I'll like walk past them fast. If they happen to get out of the car and they're walking in casually, I'll just speed walk in.
But you're also thinking in your head, oh man, like they know that I'm trying to beat them. That's in your mind.
Okay, you guys are doing competition and you're also doing, I suppose, hatred, but you're not playing the same game that I'm playing. When you're hating, textbook definition hating is you're enjoying that someone else is suffering. You're not trying to just beat someone.
I get so happy. Me and my wife high five if I beat them in there. She walks in, I'm like, fist me.
You think that person is suffering? You think that person is suffering? Knicks fans couldn't sleep last night. Knicks fans that care about this team wake up in the morning and they feel today like a sickness, like their team's in trouble now. They don't totally trust it. What the hell was that with Karl Anthony Towns late in the game? They're the best fourth quarter team in the league.
Yeah, but I have a 20-minute wait. They have a 25-minute wait.
Dan, these Knicks fans, they're imbeciles, all right? Like, you see these videos that are outside Madison Square Garden. After game number 1, it was like they won the NBA Finals. And guess what? They did it again last night. They're out there just chanting Knicks in 5 now. They just lost. And these imbeciles are out there celebrating and partying Knicks in 5. Dan, they chant during the game, F. Trae Young. It was like 8 years ago.
He's a wizard.
It was a first-round series. It was like Trae Young beat them in the finals. It was a first-round series like 8 years ago. Right. He plays for the Wizards, and they got better without him.
Like, not even a minute ago, you joined me in a Paul Pierce sucks chant.
It's always F. Paul Pierce.
Dan, I think the real true thing of a hater is, can you hate even though the person is successful? It's easy to be a hater when somebody loses. Can you be a hater when somebody wins? And that's where I'm with Wemby. Anything he does, I'm done. I'm done with Wemby.
What?
Like, oh, I'm so good. I could dunk from here. I can do a spin move and a crossover here. Oh, I talk about societal issues. Oh, I'm a monk.
I'm so cultured.
Oh, there it is. I'm done with this guy.
This guy likes climate change.
No, it's not about climate change. It's about, I got an answer for everything. Portland's good team. Yeah, but he talks like he's Bill Russell.
Wemby thinks he's better than us.
He absolutely does.
He is better than us.
He's French
in every way.
Exactly right. Hate them too.
But what?
Ooh, they're OLI. Adding the French.
Thank you.
And the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Thank you.
For me, it's for sure the Miami Hurricanes.
We don't think about you at all.
Say you're done with Wemby. Because I am.
Why would I be done with Wemby?
Because it's just, everything is so perfect. He's Mr. Perfect. Everything. There's nothing wrong with Wemby ever.
Adding another OLI. The Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins Phillies.
There's nothing wrong with Victor Wembanyama ever.
How are the Knicks not on your list anywhere?
They're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny. We are so far removed from that being a rivalry.
They're nothing.
And they haven't meant anything to the Miami Heat since before the 21st century,
no
really.
Threat.
Okay,
So
but so you guys, the way you guys are doing that hating though is it's also soaked in some jealousy. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's how do they affect me?
Mine is pure Schadenfreude. Mine is simply enjoying the suffering of someone else, and I don't do it with anything else. Like there's legitimately, I guess Alabama did some of this to me after Nick Saban started hogging all of the championships. Very faintly though, it isn't anything compared. It isn't anything compared to this, but it's not from the jealousy of they beat me or they've passed me. It's simply just loud New York arrogance, seeing it punctured in a way that is just textbook choking. Because that game last night, Zaslow, what were your takeaways as you did tablet time because you're snoring too much and you're watching too much wrestling, and Tamara says that you've got to watch everything under the covers hidden from her?
I liked it. I was glad that the Hawks, last night, I proclaimed, Dan, coming into the week, NBA playoffs have been a dud. Well, last night took a turn for the better.
You happy now?
I am very happy now. That's right. Give me some road teams. Can you win a game on the road? Minnesota did. Atlanta did. So now we're cooking. And, of course, New York, the way that they blew that game. Jalen Brunson can't defend. Karl Anthony Towns refuses to shoot. Mikal Bridges, missed another jump shot. And Mike Brown, boy, he stinks. I love the Mike Brown, Tom Thibodeau thing, the comparison, okay? Mike Brown stinks. I understand it's easy to go after the coach. He's not a good coach. And just the idea that the Knicks can lose this series, they can. Just the idea that they could lose this series. Can you imagine what the fallout's going to be if New York loses in the first round? That's exciting.
To the Atlanta Hawks, too.
That's exciting.
And the ghost of Trae Young somewhere in Washington, D.C. But the thing is, the most clutch player in the league year in and year out has been Jalen Brunson. He hit some big shots last night. But when it came to, all right, I need this bucket, Nickeil Alexander-Walker took his cookies.
Well, they were just attacking Jalen Brunson every chance they can get, attacking him. Like he was all, I mean, he's not a good defender, not for lack of effort. He's just small.
Okay, he's not a good defender, and neither is Karl Anthony Towns, but Karl Anthony Towns evaporated in that game, and that's where the criticism will go because grande por gusto. Like, the size works for Brunson in this situation and works against Karl Anthony Towns. But you just said Mike Brown's not a good coach. Did he win Coach of the Year in Sacramento, and was that?
He's won it multiple times.
So, man, Zaz, Coach of the Year multiple times is not a good coach? Like, you feel comfortable?
It's all about expectations.
Mike Brown, I'll never support bringing, we lost in the conference finals last year. I'm talking about the Knicks. You know what's going to get us over the hump? The guy that the Sacramento Kings don't think is good enough to coach their team. You know what's good enough to get us over the hump?
But he also produced the best season Sacramento's had in 2 decades?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a couple of characters like this in soccer. They burn people out after a season, and that seems to be his forte.
Like Mike Brown's been fired 4 different times. I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm not hiring a guy to get me to the next step that's been fired 4 times.
They were so happy that it wasn't Thibodeau. They were so done.
Thibodeau's a good coach.
With Thibodeau. Well, hold on a second here. So I'm not disputing that Thibodeau's a good coach, but I also don't think that this Knicks team is going to go any further or any shorter than Thibodeau's teams, even though I believe this Knicks team, and it's empirical, is better than Atlanta. But you can't give up that game in the playoffs. Like, giving up that game that way, that felt like the Halliburton game from last year. And they survived it. They survived the Halliburton game. But to lose when C.J. McCollum cuts your throat, when you're the best fourth quarter team in the league because you have Jalen Brunson.
You're not going to trust a guy who's been fired 3 to 4 times to get you over the hump? Well, I know you didn't start watching the NHL playoffs till the Panthers got good, but Paul Maurice got fired 3 times and effectively was fired in Winnipeg.
They got you.
I don't think it's the same thing in that sport.
What do you mean?
Got you.
I don't think it's the same thing.
In that sport, it's not the same thing too, because they fire their coaches
all the time.
They do. They
do. You know who the oldest coach in the NBA playoffs is?
Well, I want to guess.
Guess.
Okay, I don't know.
It's fun. It's a fun one. Quinn Snyder.
No
way.
No.
Yeah, the guy that for all the time we've been doing this show was always known as like the young guy in the suits.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you would have told me he's the youngest guy in the playoffs, I'd have believed you.
Yeah, he's 59 years old. He's the oldest coach in the NBA playoffs.
Put it on the poll at LeBatard Show. Can you believe Quinn Snyder is 59 years old? And also put on the poll, can you believe that Quinn Snyder is the oldest coach in the NBA playoffs? The losing that way, though, you're the best fourth quarter team in the league. Jalen Brunson, you've heard me say, I believe him to be the most beloved Knick there has ever been.
Over Clyde Frazier, yeah.
People disagree with me because they put Clyde Frazier up there. I think the advantage that Jalen Brunson has that Clyde Frazier didn't is he's got the novelty of being undersized. He's got the novelty of bringing them back to prominence after 20 years of awful. And he's a killer in the fourth quarter, like known killer throughout the league, where he's just got just an assortment of all of these memorable things where they just trust him so implicitly. This guy's going to figure out how to bail us out at the end of the game. But we can quibble about that. This is the greatest season of expectations for the Knicks since the beginning of the century.
Yeah.
This Knicks team is now expected to win. It's not what was expected of the others. They've made the playoffs and advanced past the third round 3 straight years. They've averaged 50 wins a season for the last 4 years. They traded Bridges because they thought they needed they traded 4 Bridges, 5 first-round picks because they thought he was a final piece defensively. They love Anunoby because they will bother the Celtics. They will absolutely bother the Celtics with their wing defenders. They've got... That team is built to play against the Celtics. Yeah. It's why they built it that way. It doesn't account for the other things in the league.
It's why they beat them last year.
It doesn't account for OKC. The things that the Knicks did, they traded for Bridges to guard Brown and Tatum on the perimeter. They get smoked by McCollum. They get smoked at home in the fourth quarter. McCollum does to them what Halliburton did to them. And now you bring back the haunting echoes of all that because Atlanta is a team to be feared. They have no playoff experience, but they have this wild athleticism. Like they're clearly a team that if they don't get injured, they're going to keep ascending. This is not your Kyle Korver, Budenholzer wins Coach of the Year, 61-win Hawks. This is not even your Trae Young Hawks. This is young high flyers.
They did at the deadline, though. They added Kuminga and Gabe Vincent, guys with finals experience.
Yeah, they've both been there in the last few years.
And McCollum in that game. Look, he mentioned Alexander Walker. Walker Alexander. I love this guy.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
You had it.
Nah, for short.
Play on.
Borique.
They added all three of those guys.
Folks, this episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Listen, money stress. I feel like nobody really teaches you how to deal with it. You just kind of wake up one day, you look at your bank account and you go, oh, cool, that's not ideal. And it's not just the money, it's everything around it. The overthinking, the bad sleep, the I'll deal with it later, which never works. A lot of people feel that, but don't really talk about it. And it can start affecting you, your mood, your relationships, just how you show up every day. Therapy isn't about financial advice. It's about handling the stress that comes with it, understanding your habits, where that anxiety comes from, and how to deal with it in a healthier way. With over 30,000 therapists and more than 6 million people served, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. And their sessions average 4.9 ratings from more than 1.7 million reviews. They match you based on a short questionnaire, and if it's not the right fit, you can switch anytime. When life feels overwhelming, therapy can help. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/DLB. That's betterhelp.com/DLB.
Sports fans, all the sports are coming together. It's a great time to just sit on your couch, text your friend, hey, come over, let's watch the games. And when I do that to my friends, guess what they text me back? I got the Miller Lights. That's right. They pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer, and they come over to my place. We take that first sip, and we realize, man, we just made a regular old-fashioned night into a special night. Thank you, Miller Lite. And shortly thereafter, we got multiple screens on. Everybody's dialed into something different. And the whole night just keeps building and building and building. That's why I reach for Miller Lite. It can take an ordinary night and take it to an extraordinary place. It's clean, refreshing, easy to drink. Brewed for taste with simple ingredients. Just 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different. Cheers to legendary moments with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
The NBA playoffs are here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is boosting every game day all postseason long. And when the lights get brighter, the best players in the world show you exactly who they are. Playoff stars turn it up round by round, and DraftKings turns it up too, with profit boosts available every game day from the first round through the finals. New sportsbook customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code DAN so you're ready for the moment. That's code DAN. Turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas, wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 and over in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Don Batard.
You keep mentioning Lou Harris and Lou Williams and Montreal Harris. You keep mentioning Harold, excuse me.
Stugotz.
Nick, thank you for so much for being on with us. Really enjoy your work.
Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
This is the Don Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker, before the end of that game, hadn't done much of anything in that series. And now they go back to Atlanta tied 1-1. And I'd be scared if I were the Knicks of the specifics of what that team has. Am I wrong?
I don't think so. Right?
Sorry. I can't stop thinking about how much I hate Angel Reese. What was the question?
You see last year's number one overall pick, Reese O'Shea? He doesn't even play.
Guy's a Scrub.
Doesn't even play. Literal DMP CD in the playoffs.
I think the important thing with McCollum is that it's the unlikely hero, especially when he's a guy
I can't believe he's still good.
Got swept in the Western Conference by the Warriors. What was it, 2019? Was that 19?
Don't look at me like I'm some expert on the Blazers.
I forgot. You started watching basketball the other day. But he is the guy that you look around and say, all right, who's going to kill? It's Jalen Johnson. It's going to be Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It's going to be anybody here. No, it's going to be that guy who's the oldest guy on the team.
He was so close, though, to being the scapegoat. He's like
missed a couple of free throws.
He's an 80% free throw shooter. And boy, he missed that second one badly, like almost an air ball. And it was confusing, too, because we're watching the game, right? And they're rushing up the court because there's only seconds remaining. Why aren't they calling their final timeout? Because it said that they had a timeout on the graphic. And then in the post-game show on NBC, like Maria Taylor came on and clarified they did not have a timeout. Like the graphic was incorrect, so it was confusing.
That messed Nick right up because he said, like, why didn't they call a timeout? And then he deleted the tweet and came out and said, hey, they had a timeout on the graphic on TV.
Well, why did he delete the tweet?
I don't know.
Because it wasn't his mistake. It was a broadcast mistake.
Right, that's why. So why does he have to delete the tweet
Because then he has to explain it constantly. Like we just didn't know.
Stand by your
You wouldn't have
tweets.
deleted the tweet, right?
I've never deleted a tweet. Never. I say what I mean what I say. Everybody knows that.
Everyone knows. So you say what you mean what I say. Put it on the poll. Does everyone know that Zaz has what he mean what I say?
That's right.
Yo, you snore?
Yeah, man. I'm a grown man. Of course I snore. Like, who does? You don't snore?
Of course I snore.
I was gonna say,
of course I snore.
I don't snore.
Roy.
I don't snore.
I got to call Anit.
You really got to push that tongue to the roof of your mouth.
Dan, you snore for sure, right?
Yeah, he's got a mask. He's got to have a mask.
You got a mask?
He's got the whole machine.
Of
course.
I was thinking of the mask. How does it work?
It's got to be tough to clean.
It's great, right?
It's great.
Is it loud? Louder than that cruise ship?
It's loud.
That's why you don't.
Louder than a
That's
leaf
why you don't
blower.
hear the cruise ship.
Louder than a leaf blower. Yes. It just.
got poor Valerie. You hear
like a
that
fighter
leaf
jet.
blower? It just takes off his mask. You hear that annoying leaf blower?
It's Darth Vader sleeping next to her.
Her face looks like those people who were in that the blinking competition where I'm snoring so loud that her mouth is blowing open and she can't
That's what
blink.
he thinks is a leaf blower this whole time.
The sleep machine is just extra oxygen that allows you to sleep deeper if you're a snorer. It is a magical device. The other game, though, tonight between the Rockets and the Lakers, one of the things I wanted to ask you guys, because of, I want to call it rarefied air that LeBron occupies, but it's not even rarefied. He's the only one who occupies, I think, the space I'm about to describe anywhere in sports. Maybe Messi does, but I don't think Wembanyama does. I don't think Ohtani does. I don't think anybody else in sports occupies the space I'm about to describe. He's not just the oldest player in the league. He's not just the oldest player in the league who was the centerpiece of the Lakers winning a playoff game. He wasn't the secondary player. He's not the third player. He's the oldest player in the league and the star of the team winning a playoff game, while playing with his son. Not only that, though, that playoff game means that since 1995, LeBron James has won more playoff games than the Spurs. LeBron James has won more playoff games than the Lakers. Since 1995, LeBron James has won more playoff games than the Miami Heat, than the Boston Celtics. No person or team has done as much winning since 1995 of playoff games as the singular person, LeBron James, who did it as the oldest player in the league. And the thing I think it makes him rarer than anyone else in this age of mastery throughout sports is that I think he's lost the ability to impress us with anything he does, because we're losing sight of all the things that I just said, which are crazy. As the oldest player in the league, man, I remember what Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Michael Jordan looked like at the end of their careers. They could not win a playoff game as the primary player against anybody, whether Kevin Durant was on or not, and they were younger. They were younger than LeBron. Like, can you look up for me what Kareem was doing at the end when all he could do was the skyhook and he wasn't the principal player? And I don't think I have it wrong when I think in his last season, whatever the age was, he wasn't very much of a scorer. He could just be taller than everyone else. I think Ohtani can still awe us. I think Wembanyama can still awe us. I think LeBron can't. We're too used to being awed by him.
If the Lakers win this series, we are going to be in awe of LeBron. Like, okay, they won game 1, and maybe as an underdog again, they'll win game 2 tonight. But if they knock off Houston, like, we're going to have to be in awe of him at 41 leading that team.
You most certainly will have to be.
To a series victory.
I said before that series was played, given that his top 2 guys are out, it would be the most impressive thing of his career if he won a first-round playoff series against Houston as the oldest player in the league. And I think the oldest player in the league by miles.
By far. Cap at the end was 41 years old, 10 points, 4.5 rebounds a game on 47% shooting from the field in 22 minutes.
Time to hang it up.
Wow. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
A little bit of a compiler, it turns out.
Compiler.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 points a game because all he could do, he was creaking.
Like, he got 4 boards in 22 minutes.
6 MVPs, though.
I don't know.
Not that season.
Handful of championships.
I never saw him. I think he's bad now.
I would argue that Ohtani's in this category, though.
That's right.
Like, Ohtani is just like, what more can he do at this point? He's dominating pitching. He's leading the league in home runs. People are calling him Babe Ruth.
I don't agree.
Coming through in the postseason.
I don't agree.
Last year in a game against the Marlins, I thought we were awed by whatever it was, 10 RBI and 3 home runs. I thought that was awe-inspiring just last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just trying to find. I'm going around all the other sports, and all the best players can still impress me. For me, this is a LeBron. I'm with you. I'm not finding anyone better than LeBron. I'm just saying Ohtani's probably the closest.
When Ohtani pitches, 8 shutout innings and also hits a home run in the game, you're not in awe.
No, it does still get you.
Yeah,
I could play that. I could play that game where if LeBron has a triple-double tonight, like that doesn't impress you.
Well, I just think, though, that all of the things that I just said to you, like the factors, right? The skipping past, played a playoff game with his son, is still better at basketball than his son, who's an NBA basketball player.
But is he?
His son, who's an NBA basketball player because his father's LeBron.
Did you see that video? I don't know how decontextualized it is of what appears to be, and there have been lip readers like assessing what was said, but it appears like Udoka's turning to JJ Redick and pleading with him to put in Bronny.
Yeah. Oh my God. I remember that. Udoka really doesn't like LeBron. Like, you've seen there have been other games the way that Udoka speaks to LeBron.
His players, though, appear to be in awe here. Can you show me Şengün here? Can you show me what he was doing on the sideline?
He's sitting on the bench, and you see LeBron walks by, and he clearly, perks up, stands up, and then looks up at LeBron, and LeBron walks back.
Wanted eye contact. An all-star simply wanted eye contact.
We can run it again. He's sitting here. He's looking for something in his pocket, and then he just kind of, he stands at attention for LeBron. And everyone on the internet kind of had fun with this video of wow, look at him paying the ultimate respects to LeBron. And then he was asked about it, and he's denying it. We're going to pull up the video where he can explain himself here.
Oh, but the way that we can play that video, but the way that he looked at him at the corner of his eye, it feels like...
and the way he perked up.
Yeah, it feels like he just is desperate for eye contact. Let's hear the explanation here.
Talk about the viral video that's going around with you stood up when LeBron walked by.
Yeah, I just saw that video today. Everybody was sending to me too, but it's kind of funny. I was just trying to get something out of my pocket. That's why I got up. No disrespect to LeBron, of course, respect him, but I just stood up for him. It was just something I was getting out of my pocket.
I don't believe him. And now I know in the video he's clearly is reaching for something in his pocket, but that doesn't explain his body. He jerks, he looks up at LeBron and he stands up whoa. He's not even reaching for in the pocket anymore. Once he stands up, he's not even reaching.
Cool part of that vid is everybody in the background also standing up because they see LeBron walking over. But this is what tall guys do. You're not going to alpha me. Yeah. You're not going to. When you walk past me, I'm taller.
I just am going to keep saying oldest player in the league, because when I think in any sport of oldest player in the league, I think of people like Jamie Moyer. I think of like Morton Anderson.
Oh, he was on that Ryan Howard team that I hated so much.
But just I'm thinking like Charlie Huff. I'm
46 years old, complete game.
I'm just thinking of like old kickers,
like a wrinkly guy with white chest hair.
But just
Gordie Howe.
Somebody.
Tom Brady's filler.
Somebody who's just wandering around out there, not able to beat the young Houston Rockets in a playoff game with efficiency.
I think of Ovechkin, even though he's much younger than he looks.
No, the part that got me with what you said, Dan, was there's an 8-year head start for all of those franchises. He wasn't drafted until 2003, and 1995 was the year I was born. So in my lifetime, LeBron James has more playoff wins than any singular NBA franchise. That's insane.
It is, but it's also a bit of a rhetorical trick, because here's the number, okay? It's 185. Then the Spurs are at 184. The Lakers are at 172. Playoff games won since 1995. The Heat then are at 161 with Derek Fisher. Then the Celtics at 158. Then Tim Duncan at 157. But those guys, it helps that Derek Fisher went from the Lakers to the Spurs. It allowed him to win with both of those teams. It's still a crazy thing to lay out in front of you, though. Still an all-star, oldest player in the league, playing a playoff game with his son, and as the centerpiece of the team at an age when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was averaging 10 points a game and 4 rebounds in 22 minutes. He's playing the brunt of the minutes, and everything is working through him because he's the only thing that they have offensively. You guys don't agree with the assessment that there is nothing that he can do at this point? I suppose if he wins another title as the oldest player in the league, that would be something that would astound.
That would be, because it would affect the start times, which is... You're asking what else he can do. Maybe move to an East Coast team. It's hard to keep up with the achievements. These games are late.
Doesn't bother me. I get to stay up as late as I want.
You're a big boy.
Provided it's on a tablet.
I am a big boy.
Derek Fisher, never a Spur, by the way.
You confused him with Robert Ory.
Oh, mother. But
it's fine.
Alexander Walker! Walker Alexander!
Borique.
Sports fans, all the sports are coming together. It's a great time to just sit on your couch, text your friend, hey, come over, let's watch the games. And when I do that to my friends, guess what they text me back? I got the Miller Lights. That's right. They pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer, and they come over to my place. We take that first sip, and we realize, man, we just made a regular old-fashioned night into a special night. Thank you, Miller Lite. And shortly thereafter, we got multiple screens on. Everybody's dialed into something different. And the whole night just keeps building and building and building. That's why I reach for Miller Lite. It can take an ordinary night and take it to an extraordinary place. It's clean, refreshing, easy to drink. Brewed for taste with simple ingredients. Just 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different. Cheers to legendary moments with Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you, or you can pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.